Today, we're diving into the world of robo-advisors, specifically Betterment. We all know the drill by now. You sign up, put your money in, and this fancy algorithm does its thing, growing your wealth over time. But what if things change, and you need that money back? Can you easily withdraw it from Betterment, or are you stuck in some robo-advisory purgatory? That's the question we're going to answer today. Because let's be honest, even with the best robo-advisor out there, accessibility to your cash is a major concern. So, let's rip the Band-Aid off and see how easy it really is to withdraw money from Betterment. First things first, let me be clear, Betterment assures you that your money is always accessible. There are no hidden fees or penalties for withdrawing your funds, which is a big plus. Sounds straightforward, right? Well, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. Understanding the process, selling before sending. Unlike a traditional savings account where your money sits untouched, Betterment invests your cash in a portfolio designed to match your risk tolerance and financial goals. So, when you request a withdrawal, those investments need to be sold first to free up the cash. This process can take a few business days, typically around 4 to 5. It's not an instant withdrawal situation, but it's not an unreasonable waiting period either. Now, this selling process brings us to another point, market timing. Remember, the market fluctuates. There's always a chance that when you decide to withdraw, the market might be down. This means your investments might be sold at a loss, which could affect the total amount you receive. It's not a deal breaker, but it's definitely something to consider, especially if you need the money urgently. Tax implications, a not-so-robo surprise. Another factor to keep in mind is taxes. Selling investments often triggers capital gains taxes, depending on how long you've held those investments. Betterment won't handle the tax implications for you, so be prepared to factor that in when calculating your final withdrawal amount. It's always a good idea to consult with a tax advisor to understand the specific tax implications for your situation. Types of accounts and withdrawals, a nuance to consider. Here's a quick point to remember, the withdrawal process might differ slightly depending on the type of Betterment account you have. For a standard taxable investment account, the process we discussed earlier applies. However, with retirement accounts like IRAs, there might be additional restrictions and tax considerations. So, be sure to check with Betterment if you have a retirement account and plan to make a withdrawal. So, to wrap it all up, is it easy to withdraw money from Betterment? The answer is yes, with a few caveats. There are no additional fees, and the process itself is fairly straightforward. However, you do have to wait a few business days for the investment sales to settle, and there's always the possibility of market fluctuations impacting your final withdrawal amount. Taxes are another factor to consider, especially with retirement accounts. Overall, Betterment provides good accessibility to your funds, but it's not an instant withdrawal situation. Just be sure to factor in market conditions, potential tax implications, and the waiting period before making a withdrawal decision. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.